Shalom YouTube, shalom everyone. I am live, I am back. Good, okay. Let me share my video. First of all, thank you. Let me share my video first of all. Yeah. Okay. And Mexico. Let's go. Okay.
Here's the thing. In the flat Earth community, there's people like, don't talk about more land. You know, you can prove the Earth is flat. We can prove the Earth is flat right here from everything that we can reach and test and measure ourselves. What's beyond Antarctica is speculation, but there's lots of evidence that there's more land beyond the shoreline of Antarctica.
So you're saying that, like, okay, wait a minute. So it's like a pie, and Antarctica is the pie crust?
Well, it's not just the crust. Imagine a lake 100 miles across in the middle of Kansas, okay? And at the center of that lake is a magnetic mountain, a mountain made from a magnet, just a magnetic mountain. So no matter where you are on that lake, your compass will point to the middle of the lake. You with me? Mm-hmm. So south is every direction away from the middle. So south, if this is the middle, south is that way, south is that way, south is that way, because the compass will always be pointing towards the middle. East and west are circles around the middle. East and west are circles. This is the Gleason's map that used to be in all of the textbooks and encyclopedias and libraries, and they've removed it, right? So if you go east and west, you can go right all the way around, maintaining your east or west direction, and then end up right back where you started.
No.
Right? If you walked around your neighborhood, does that make your neighborhood a sphere? No, you're just walking around it. If the center of your neighborhood was the North Pole, the compass would point to the north. Right. No, it makes sense. But what?
Sun does not go in circle. This is wrong. You see? There is two options. One, you've got God. And the second, you've got this formation, wrong formation. Whenever you are traveling, you're gonna see sun appear to you at AM from the east and go far away from you in the west. Whenever you're going to travel and see it by yourself, sun does not go in the circle. And if you take the moon, for example, when you picture the moon rising in the east, you're gonna see the shadow in circle way, okay? And when the moon setting, yes, in the east, you're gonna see the shadow upside down like this, correct? But you're never gonna see the shadow otherwise. So this is for you to realize there is only two options. One at the east, and when it's go away from you in the west. Two sides of the shadow. You cannot give me otherwise of the shadow. I mean, if the shadow is like this, so when it's setting, it's going to be upside down, the shadow, but never like this. You see what I mean? Never otherwise. So this is a big lies to tell the people a story like this, that the sun go like this in circle. Never. And sun watch. This is how the sun watch working. This is how you can tell what time is it. You see? So, and everything, all of it, it's because of the Torah. The Torah. You can say the Bible. But the Bible, it's not the correct way, it's the Torah. In the Torah, when you read the Torah, everything's so clear, so simple, so simple. So why make it complicated? Because money involved. This is why. Money involved. Manipulation involved. This is why. So when you open the Torah, and it's got to do with the moment. It's got to do with the woman. It's got to do with the womb. It's got to do with mother womb, because life begin in mother womb. Closed system, nothing outside, nothing can go in, nothing. You see what I mean? So life begin in mother womb. It's really important to realize this. When you realize the micro, you're gonna realize the macro. We are in mother womb. So yeah, more land, more, you see, the imagination can go on, go everywhere. So when you read the beginning, it's so simple. We start with light. Everything is light. When you think about the word as above, so below, you need to realize when you watch yourself at the water, you see your face through the water like mirror, yeah? So this is what's happened. This is what's happened. What you see above come from below. It's a reflection. It's all reflection. So to go live like this and make story like this, and this is not serious. This is manipulation, and you know, let's continue.
Compass are you talking about? Any compass will do this?
Any compass. A compass points towards a magnetic force coming out of our north. If you get a table, get like a nice strong neodymium magnet, put it on the table, draw a big circle around it, and put a compass near it. That's going to take over. It's going to be stronger than the magnetic pole, and your compass will point to that. And try to push that compass west. You're going to have to keep turning to maintain a west heading, because if you go straight, you're going to be going away from that magnet, and the north will be that way.
It's because I'm on a different plane.
You're just going to go straight.
But I'd like to spend, before we get into why are they doing it, I'd like to spend more time in your research.
So yes, water find their level. Yes. No question about this. So you can say it's flat. It's okay. It's okay. But don't start with story like sun go like this, the circle of the sky. You change. The true, it's not true, it's nonsense. Now, when you think about, I know it's crazy, but when you leave your ego on the side and you just listen, in the beginning, it can sound crazy, but try to realize by yourself, as above, so below. So, I'm not going to make this a long video. Yeah, everything that you are going to listen here from me, it's different. It's different. Stay open mind, okay? Don't for rise in neutral. Don't do this. Just listen, okay? This is the menorah. This is the menorah, okay? This menorah show you the shamash in the center. The light comes from the center, yeah? This is also a calendar. This is also a calendar. How come? We start Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and yeah, Saturday, Shabbat, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Shabbat. See, this is a calendar too. So, a shamash, it's actually is me, it's you in the center, okay? It's within us, all the light. So earth, sun, moon, and the rest of the big star around, it's all reflection. This is the meaning of the menorah, okay? And this is also a calendar, the true calendar. So, Dave.
Because I find this, because I just to be clear, I think you're probably a little bit more open-minded than I am. I'm like you were when you started. I don't believe in flat Earth. We had Eddie Bravo on.
Yeah.
I love Eddie. It was a great episode, but he's the one that gave me your number. We've been trying to book this for a long time, but I think flat Earth is absolutely crazy. So I would like.
The simple
I
thing.
have a bunch of questions. I know you've
I
gone
think
on.
most people do.
No, most people think it's crazy. So I would like you to actually convince me as a crazy skeptic with some real info, because most people watching.
But I mean, this whole thing about Antarctica is so intriguing to me because I know about Project High Jump and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, so
I know it's like we're not supposed to know about Antarctica.
Admiral Byrd did a Project High Jump, a high land that's containing our waters, and in the 1940s and 50s, and he said he found more land bigger than the United States on the other side of the South Pole. Well, that would be, you know, from where you went from, that would be like near Australia or Africa. You think they would notice a continent the size of the United States? And he said there's also...
If the money is not involved and there is no manipulation, so you need to know, I tell you, the wisdom of everything, the wisdom of all is know who you are. It starts with this, okay? Know who you are, because those who knew who they are, they didn't run to get a shot because they know who they are. It's got to do with this wisdom. When you know who you are, you know where you live, you know who you are. So it starts with this. Know who you are. Know itself. When you do not know who you are, you believe many nonsense. Many nonsense.
warmer lands there, which doesn't make any sense. And then he announced that on a map.
If you're brave enough to realize who you are and what is the shape of everything in matter. So, this is the answer. You see the DNA. Do you see the cube? Do you see the cube? This is snowflake. This is the DNA of everything. So it's got to do with know who you are. This is the start. So when you should know, not believe, you should know. It's a big difference. Big, huge difference. So when you watch Luna, when you know who you are, and you wish to see yourself, you watch up at the sky. You watch Luna, the white. Mirror, mirror. Who is the most beautiful? So the only map that you can get of yourself is Luna, the white. This is why Disney give you the creation in this the Snow White, yeah, the Snow White movie, and all the 7 stars, and the mirror. Yeah, when you have a big ego, it's difficult to be an open mind and realize something else beside all this blah 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 and all this, you know, it's to take you far away from the truth, far away, and convince you to buy a ticket and go to nowhere, measure nothing, and follow nonsense.
National news show, and 6 months later he died suddenly in his sleep
Right.
somehow.
Yeah.
So when you say most people think the Earth is flat, this is a heat map of my app, the Flat Earth Clock app, and these are just the people. These are just the people that have my app, which is less than 1% of flat Earthers.
That's scary. That's like the Megan's Law website with the. I don't like to see that. There's that many people that are on your app.
This is the UK.
Wow.
Right?
That's
And so
Wow.
they're everywhere. There's over 180,000, 185,000 now that are on the app. That's way less than 1% of the flat earthers out there. Because once you discover this, once you take the time to see the truth, several things will happen. One, you'll never forget it. Two, you'll wonder how you ever believed in the ball. I was a diehard globalist, right? Everything globe. And we'll get more into why the lie, but it's about controlling you. Like if you don't know that there's more resources, if you don't know that there's more land, if you don't know that you're at the center of creation, you don't know who you are, you can easily be controlled by the government. Govern, control, ment is the mind.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So the teaching of the Earth is round. I watched a little bit on you. You're saying that's a relatively new
So in
teaching.
100
years ago, apparently, well, everybody, you said back in the days they used to teach everybody believed flat Earth, like to the 18.
So years ago, I buy myself the most incredible telescope, Nikon P1000 and P900, and I just go out at night. Almost every night it was amazing for me to watch the vibration of the sky, the wave, and watch the stars and see the vibration and the color, and it was amazing. And I ask and I watch and I watch and I watch and just watching, and I realize, where is the map? Where is the map of the earth? And I was laughing so much. So yeah. So when you realize who you are, you realize what is the meaning of everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. You realize what is the meaning of let there be light. You realize how you look like. you realize where is the light come from. You realize what is matter. What is matter when there is no matter as such. I hope the volume is okay. Okay, I got a message, but I don't know. It's disappeared. Dave, lovely Dave, does not speak about all this. No, he's got his nonsense and he repeats himself in every debate, every same nonsense. There is more land, there is more this, and then same thing.
Hundreds, early 1900s.
Yeah.
So Christopher Columbus, didn't he prove that it was round?
It's like by sailing over the ocean and everything.
Well, by looking at an orange and seeing. That's
So
what we were
these
taught.
are stories told to us by the victors, right? The controllers. So these are just stories. I never met Christopher Columbus. I don't even know if he existed. And a lot of these characters from our past, like Eratosthenes, 2,000 years ago in Greece, he did a sticks and shadows experiment, and they pushed that to everybody. Carl Sagan pushed it in the Cosmos series, and it's in school books. And that is like one of the top proofs that kids are taught that the Earth is a globe with the sticks and shadows experiment. And they say it can only happen on a globe, but it actually, in the flat Earth model, it works perfectly. In the flat Earth model, the sun is small and close, right? We don't know what the sun is; it's just in the sky.
We don't know what the sun
Get
is.
two beer
Why?
bottles on a
Why
desk
you don't
and
know
hold
what
a
the
light
sun
over
is?
one of them.
Why? Why you don't know what is the sun? Everything is light. Let it be light. It means let it be light. Everything is light. Why you don't know what is the sun? Why? Why? What is the meaning? You see, it's all about this book, this document. What you call it Bible, I call it Torah. Because spelling, talking, it's got meaning. Word, it's got meaning. You create. When you speak, you spell, you create. So it's really important to realize what is the beginning, the Bereshit in Hebrew. In Hebrew. Yeah. We don't know what is the sun. You don't know. Don't speak for everybody. Speak for yourself. Don't include everybody.
There'll be no shadow, and the other one will have a shadow.
Right.
You can use the same math that Eratosthenes did to figure out the sphericity of your team.
Katu and Rahu, it's the shadow of the moon and the sun. So, lunar eclipse, it's the shadow of the moon itself. Same with the sun, it's his shadow. It's nothing to do with the sun and the moon.
It's which is flat.
So just to explain the shadows and rods, if you have a curve of the Earth and you put up dominoes, right? You shine this, and the ones that are on the curve would have a longer shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they proved the Earth is round.
Yeah. I hope really that I hope for my grandchildren that they will get the compost back to the school and realize who they are, that they are in the center of everything, of everything. And wherever you are going to travel, you're going to stay the center. You are the center. Always. So it's got to do with the flower of life. Realize who you are and what is matter. What is the state of matter? Yeah. But Lovely Dave does not speak about all this. No.
Because look over here, it's casting a longer shadow because the sun's up there, where like a sundial directly at noon, there's no shadow, right? Proving the Earth is round. It's like
Sundial.
You know, and Eratosthenes assumed that all sun.
When you speak about sundial, you cannot say that sun goes down, goes like this.
It's come in parallel from a distant sun, which causes multiple problems because no one has ever seen parallel sun rays. Go out when the sun is out and the clouds are like broken up and look at the rays. They come out crepuscular. They spread out, right? But on a flat Earth.
When I hear so much confusing outside, I travel in the YouTube. I listen many channels. What is the topic? And the topic, the number one topic is God. Number topic is God. Yeah, in the YouTube, whatever debate of what is God, if God exists, and what is the, around this topic. And when I listen to Lovely Dave and others, when they speak about flat globe, whatever, you see, they're not even close to explain where are they living in. Nothing about the mother womb. So yeah, let there be light in this year 24, let there be light everywhere. Light. Let it be light.
With a small local sun, you can get the same results as on a ball. But they don't teach you that in school. They teach you that the only answer is a ball.
That makes sense. So just in case, I'm sure you understand that for our listeners don't. If it's a small sun, closer to the Earth, then the angle of the shadow would still work on the flat Earth model. But if it is the big sun that's 9 million times bigger than us, or whatever the math is, that would not work because it would be so massive. It would.
Well, they say that the sun is so big and it's so far away, 93 million miles,
right,
that the rays come in essentially parallel. But no one has ever seen parallel rays. And back at the time of Eratosthenes, they believed in a geocentric Earth, whether flat or globe, I don't care. They believed that the sun went around the Earth. How do you have a 93 million mile away giant sun circling a tiny little Earth?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they literally, their stories are crisscrossing. They make absolutely no sense. And people just short circuit. They're like, I just want to get an A on the test. I just want to get that right.
If the sun is large and we are going around it, that math works.
And when
Are we circling the sun?
No, the sun circles us.
What?
This is why I love flat Earth theory. He's so
The
convinced.
sun circles us?
Yeah, so this is
So
going
we
super fast.
don't move?
Do you feel like you're moving? You might, but...
No, I never do. And
Yeah.
I always wonder that if we're supposed to be spinning at something like 365.
How can sundial work if sun go in circle? Wherever you go, you're gonna see the sun. AM come to you east and go away from you in the west. Whatever you are going to travel and be, it's gonna be like this. Never in circle. Never.
1,000 miles per
it's
second.
It's
How come nobody's hair is moving or?
Inertia. Newton's.
right. Well, they say because the air is velcroed to the earth by gravity,
Yeah.
and the air is spinning, and because the earth is this is the official story.
You know, I have right now, I cannot share with you my channel, Nikon P900, Nikon P1000. Skyview, this is my channel. I don't have the address, but I'm gonna leave the link to my channel. I continue always make videos about sun, moon, stars, always star trail, to show even those who are not understanding, to see the movement of the light at the sky, to see the movement, to see more clearly and objective, without any explanation about this, nothing. Just video that show you in PM how the sunlight go away from you. Nothing goes down, just go away from you. Very clear, you see? So I'm very happy about this channel, I do not explain nothing. I just bring you the videos and you can enjoy and see by yourself the movement of the light, AM, PM, and it's beautiful.
Because the earth has been spinning so long, the friction of the mountains and the topographical of the surface of the earth has made all the air spin with us. But a summer breeze can blow left and right and up and down, right? The sun goes around. Your YouTube won't help.
And not to be nervous,
The sun circles us, so the whole solar system is wrong.
if you're a
What
flat
about the
earther,
other planets?
Well, let's go there in a second. But the sun goes around,
I love this shit.
and wherever the sun is, it's noon.
Okay.
And so the sun is a small local light. Now, a lot of globe anti-flat earthers, and even some flat earthers will say the sun's 3,000 miles high and 30 miles wide. That works, but it could be 1,500 miles wide and 15 miles wide, or it could be 7,500 miles high and 7.5 miles wide. Scaling is variant. We don't know. I'm making no claims on what the sun is, where it is, other than it's a local light, which we can prove by its rays. Go out on a moonlit night when there's scattered clouds, and you'll see that the moon is only lighting the clouds that are right next to it. If it was 250,000 miles away, it should light up all of the moon, all of them. What's the question you just asked? You asked me a question. Other planets.
Yeah, because we can see stars moving in the sky, and we can track Mars and Jupiter. And all.
It seems to me that NASA and Dave are at the same side, really, are the same side, yeah. No different. They are in the same side, yeah. Again, the wisdom is get to know who you are. You need to know who you are. When you know who you are, you're gonna get everything clearly, simply, simple, very simple. So
all that stuff.
Yeah, so
If there's no solar system, there's no planets.
right, when you look at planets,
planets,
I want to keep this really simple. There's a thing called the inverse square law. Oh, the math, people freak out. It's very easy. When you have an object and it's a certain size, move it farther or move it twice the distance away and it'll be a quarter of the size.
Right.
Okay? And it's the same with the brightness. If I have something that's 4 lumens here, I double it, it's 1 lumen. Right? It's a quarter. And it's the same as you get closer. When you go out at night and look at, I like looking at Jupiter because it's the brightest star.
Right.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
It's brighter than any other star, right? It's as bright as the sun, but it's just very small. So Jupiter, they tell us, is a gassy planet, and it's 4 times farther away from the sun than we are. So if the sun, if our giant sun was right next to us, it would fill the whole sky, right? We move it 93 million miles away, and it's the size of a coin held at arm's length. Right? That's how we see the sun. If we doubled that distance, it would be like the size of an eraser, like the end of an eraser. And if we doubled it again, so now it's 4 times farther, it would be pretty small. It would be very small. So if you were on Jupiter, that sun is literally like a large star at best. And you have to believe that that distant sun is lighting up Jupiter. That light is reflecting off of the gassy surface, which is very reflective, all the way back to your eye, 400 million miles away, and we see it as bright as the sun. You're seeing a light in the sky, named after a god. That's all I can say.
Let me ask you this. What would, because I'm not an astronomer, what would an astronomer say to your claim here? Would he blow it out of the water, or he just change the subject?
Pretty much just change the subject. But what about the moons going around Jupiter? There are 4 little lights that do move around Jupiter, and if you pre-assume that it's a globe, and that those are other smaller globes going around, you could do that. But this is the famous picture of Jupiter.
Yeah.
And this one here is a couple of years later. They said we saw the northern lights. This is actually from NASA. This one. And look at those northern lights. Does it look stupid?
Yes. Let's go back.
It's so stupid, right? And if you compare the pictures of the original Jupiter to the one that was taken years later, all the clouds are in the exact same place. There's no difference. And people just believe that.
Yeah,
and here's the thing.
Yeah, okay.
All of our space knowledge, all of the pictures, everything, they all come from NASA. When you look into NASA, if you watch any of my interviews at flatearthsteve.com, you'll see I go through the NASA nonsense on the International Space Station, right? They're using green screens.
you speaking nonsense too, David. David, you speak nonsense too. Yeah, so you know all the rest of it, So let me move.
Now they've created a ball, a satanic ball, right? All the measurements of the ball add up to 666.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so many 666s in there. It's
Nonsense.
impossible they all are.
Yeah,
And our connection to, scientific.
yeah, for me it's enough, It's all blah, 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 so far away from who you are. Who you are. Yeah, I think it's not comfortable to listen to this from old lady, the truth in a simple way, very, very simple way. No need to be confused because nature is very simple. And when you read the Torah, the Bible, you need to realize the truth. in the beginning, everything was light. Light. So, get to know what is the state of matter, what nature made of. Realize the micro and the macro of everything, of everything. So again, as above, so below. Everything is reflection, everything is light. Actually, when you realize the state of matter, you realize something amazing, that actually there is no matter as such. There is formation. Matrix is formation. What's left is your belief behavior, your intention and your belief behavior. So we're dealing with formation in this cosmic cube, Metatron cube, if you like. So people like Dave or they've got money, or they himself manipulated by somebody else formation, you see. But this is the true document. Read it by yourself. By yourself. When you read in Hebrew, it's sound so correct. So the definition of the word so correct, so in place, so magical, so clear, so simple. So yeah, that's all I can say about this. That we are mother womb. Life begins in mother womb. It's closed system. And what you see above comes from below. It's reflection. Because matter is crystalline light. So when you think about as above, so below, you need to think about what within, so without. And yeah, create a beautiful life for yourself and for others, because this is the time really to share the knowledge. And because again, the wisdom is know itself. Because think about this, when people know who they are, no reason to fight and all this manipulation. So the more that people will know who they are, it's going to be beautiful for everyone, for us all. Yeah. So that's all for today. I'm very happy to be back to life. I have a new computer. My old computer, for a long time I couldn't. I need to buy a new one. So I don't know when I'm going to be live again. Maybe Friday night. I mean tomorrow, yeah, or afternoon, and we are going to do mandala, the flower of life, the cosmic cube, the DNA, Adonai. Yeah. And realize more about ourselves. What is our nature? What is matter? And realize that everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Yeah, so be patient, and much love to you all, and to Dave too. And really, I wish for us all be knowledgeable, you see, and share knowledge, true knowledge, the true. Yeah, thank you so much. See you soon. Yeah. And like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.